Hi everyone and welcome back. In the last video we looked at unions and I left you off with a question which was, can we implement complex numbers using unions? So can I have something like union complex and then let's say I have an int real and int imaginary. This is the question that I left you off with. And if you've given this some thought, you'll realize that this is not a feasible option, because what does a union let you do? A union lets you use either one of these variables at a time, but not both. And in case of a complex number, we want both of these, the real part and the imaginary part, to be usable at the same time. And this is where structs come in. So I can have something like a struct here. If I say struct complex, now this is very similar to a union, with the difference that it allows me to use both this variable and this variable at the same time, and I could have as many variables as I want. After this, it will let me handle all of them at the same time as well. And just like unions, if I want to make a struct here, all I have to do is say struct complex z1. And now what I can do is I can say z1 dot real equals, let's say 2, and z1 dot imaginary equals 3. And now I can do a printf, and I can do %d plus %di, and then I can write z1 dot real and z1 dot imaginary. So let's try running this much. And as you can see, it gave me 2 plus 3i, which is the number that I expected, because 2 is the real part of my complex number and 3 is the imaginary part. So this is basically how structs work. And now I can also do something like, let's say I have a function which returns a complex number, and the function name is add, and it takes uh, one complex number which is z1, and it takes another complex number which is z2, and now I need to return the sum of these. So I do a complex number here which is z3. This is the one that I'm going to return, and now I just need to set z1 dot real to z3 dot real to z1 dot real plus z2 dot real, and I need to set z3 dot imaginary to z1 dot imaginary plus z2 dot imaginary, and now I just return z3. And now what I can do is I can have a z1 and a z2 here, and I can set z2 dot real equals 3 and z2 dot imaginary equals 2. And now I can say struct complex z3 equals add z1 and z2, and let's just try printing z3 now. So let's go ahead and try this. So as you can see, my add function worked correctly. So this is basically how structs work. And at this point, another thing that I want to mention is, let me just get rid of these first. If you remember our study of pointers, I was able to do something like an int star int pointer. Similarly, I can also do something like a struct complex star, and this will be really useful when you're implementing linked lists, especially in C or C++. So when I do this, now it's not correct to say z1 dot real and z1 dot imaginary. This is going to give me an error here. So let's try this out. As you can see, it says z1 is a pointer and it says, did you mean to use this arrow thing? So let's take a look at what that is. So what do you think is the proper way to write if I wanted the real part of Z1? The way I would have to write is I would have to say star of Z1 and then dot real. So let's just put this in a parentheses right here, and again here I can do a star of Z1 dot imaginary. And now let's try this again. As you can see, this time it gives me no error. It's going to give me some runtime error because I haven't set anything in Z1. But basically this does not give me any compile time error, and that's because I added this star right here. So another way, and a much more common way to do this, is to do something like Z1 and then this arrow and then real here, and I can do Z1 imaginary in the same way. And let's try running this now. So as you can see, it gave me no compile time error. Once again, it gave me a runtime error because this, of course, I haven't set this to anything yet. So I wanted to mention about this arrow as well, that's used when we use struct pointers. Another very important thing that we need to discuss about structs is what is the size of a struct, and that's actually a pretty important concept. So we'll do that in the next video. I'll see you there.